Whoa, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it is 3:46 a.m., a little later than usual, but not too terrible. Hanging in there. Hope you're doing well today yourself. I yeah, I'm fine. It's late. I don't know how it got to be this late actually. 3:46? That's weird. I finished my stream at 2:30. I There's like 30 minutes of my night missing. Where'd they go? What did I do? It's like 2:30 to 3. What was I doing? I don't know. Maybe I ended the stream later or something like that. But here we are. I am yeah, I'm just fine today. Really, I got nothing to tell you. I've been the intros have felt, it's interesting because I felt like well, for a while we did the intros and I did different things in every intro. Like I did little bit ideas for the intros and then I was the host for the intros and now I'm just here. I'm just me playing Monster Train. It's weird. I thought that I would have some other bit idea come to me, but no, I'm just playing the game. That's fine too, honestly. It's the intro bits were fun, but all of these things had to come to an end. I felt like I was getting stale. Now I just talk to you about my day or nothing really. I mean, what have I talked about in this intro? Nothing. Spent more time than I should have trying to figure out what the hell I've been doing for the last hour. I don't know. I can account for like 15 minutes of my last hour. I've don't think about it too much. Don't worry about it too much. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, let me ask you a question and let's get rolling, shall we? I think that'll be the idea. So the 15 minutes that I can account for, I had a biscuit. And I know it's not nothing too exciting, but it got me on my YouTube question for you. What's your favorite breakfast bread? This is a hard question because you have to figure out what you parse as breakfast bread. Because when I think of this question, and it's kind of like breakfast bread isn't exactly the most descriptive term, I would say. Like you can't. I will not accept hash browns as an answer to this question, for example, but like waffles, pancakes, things like that, right? Initially, when I think about this question, I only think of waffles and pancakes, and then someone brings up French toast, and then someone brings up regular toast. English muffins are an answer that I would have in the past. Usually I say waffles, but I think it's biscuits, dude. They're so good. You just put a little butter, a little honey on a biscuit. That's a banger. It's a banger snack. I think I'm a biscuit fan. I've been converted. I was waffles for a while because they're easy, and you can do them in so many different ways. But like biscuits are flexible. You can use them as a sandwich bread. You can put like honey and butter on them. You can probably do other things. Probably you can do other things. Oh yeah, you can do biscuits and gravy, savory. That's a lot of work though. I ain't making that shit. That's so much work. But yeah, what's your favorite breakfast bread? Maybe you got some breakfast bread that I've never heard of or thought about as your favorite. That's a fun part of this too. When people tell me about food from places that I have not heard of. Not places, but food that I have not heard of. I've heard of most places, and by that I mean countries. Anyway, let's begin, shall we? Don't forget to like, comment, and yeah, you can subscribe. Exile Umbra Stygian. It's Rage Talos, Darkness Arcus, Patient Seraph, Immortal Trade, Crypt Builder, Crucible Extension. There's been a point in time, and I never will, but I've thought about cutting out doing Exile Umbra, Exile Melting from the rotation, even though I lose some of these runs with Penumbra or Primordium. Particularly, I've thought about cutting Little Fade. I'm not going to, but I've thought about it. Capricious Reflection, I can't stop. I'm too far gone. I really think it is good. I think the Capricious Reflection is really good. And we're gonna play Aggressive Edible here. I'm a little skeptical of Aggressive Edible though, because Stygian doesn't have survivability of any, like your survivability options are pretty lacking, but we have Immortal Trade, so it makes sense. Yeah, our steel shop doesn't line up with something I want. I don't think I take this boon. Well, I have a question for you, like a semantics question for you, if you don't mind helping me out here. I know I've asked this before as well, but I like to check back in every now and then and just reassess. Good job, Plink. It's going to be a bad run, huh? So, right now, when I put ads on these videos, I don't do any thinking about it. I just put an ad on the video. It's easy, it's quick. I go, okay, I want to put an ad on this video, and that's the end of it. I wonder if I should have played. Maybe I should have played Frozen Lance up here. Okay, let me walk you through my thought process for that turn, because that turn actually has a little bit of complexity to it. So, if I Frozen Lance up here, instead of Crypt Buildering to kill that heavy, I lead myself into this position where I might let this Foot Soldier walk. By playing that Crypt Builder, I 100% kill this Foot Soldier. And that's the reasoning for it. It's the simplest answer to that turn. I take 2 instead of gambling, because I have to gamble on Plink there otherwise, and as we saw, this is a bad episode for Plink. We saw that. So that's my logic there, if you're interested. Anyway, as I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted, Monster Train. I'll finish this thought. When I put ads on these videos, I just put the ads on. I don't do anything specific, so I let YouTube default everything. And YouTube defaults to putting an ad at the start of the video and at the end of the video. Pre-rolls and post-rolls. What I wanted to check in with you guys is, I know some people put these videos on to go to sleep. And if you put this video on to go to sleep, and the post-roll ad runs at the end of the ad, or at the end of the video and wakes you up, let me know and I will start taking those off. That's all. And I'm not gonna take perils, although, no, I don't want to take, I'll take perils, fine. I've been converted to a perils believer. It's fine, it's fine. I'll take holdover offering token, or holdover drain. You know what, I can play holdover drain here. Yeah, alright. But yeah, I don't want, like, if that happens to you, leave me a comment. You can @ me in the Discord about it too, that's fine. Whatever you want to do. Communicate that to me somehow, and I will. Oh my god. Monster Train, I'm trying to finish a train of thought. Stop doing this. I mean, Morsel Maker is the pick here. It's never Shadow Eater. Large Stone Morsel Maker, Large Stone Shadow Eater. Ooh, buddy. That's something. Extreme Stone Intrinsic. You know, we had a run not too long ago where I just threw a bunch of Extreme Stones on Plink, and that was good. I'm gonna keep doing that. And, yeah, I don't need to take anything from the steel shop. We're not going to keep any of these units. Alright, let's go. But yeah. Ultimately, I've thought about putting mid-rolls on these videos, but I think it just, there's no good time, and it's super awkward, and I'm never going to do that. On a different type of video, maybe. Like on a video that was more structured, I could see myself doing it. Not here. It doesn't feel right. Oh, Morsel Maker, Primordium with top floor. Thought about putting them somewhere else, but nah. Big damage out of the Foot Soldier, but if I can kill this Protector, which I should, if I draw, I got a lot of draws. Yeah, let me perils here. It's close, anyway. I mean, I won't die off of it. I'm just trying to not take a million here. Onto the Morsel Maker, but I guess I could just Immortal Trade it back. Yeah, that's fine. Play Immortal Trade Crypt Builder. This sets you up to never take any damage here. Okay, last time I'm going to try to wrap up this thought. Yeah, just like, ads in general, I don't feel bad about putting ads on my videos or anything like that. I just don't want them to be intrusive. That's generally my philosophy on ads. So like, having you watch an ad before or after the video is fine. But having you watch an ad in the middle of the video is kind of awkward. I think that's the end of the thought. These aren't good. Holdover making of a morsel is cool if I'm playing Alloyed Construct, which I could see, but Alloyed Construct is awkward. Everything, I mean, you play around a Mortal Trade, I guess, and that's alright. Space Prism's terrible. I have Crucible Extension. I don't need both of those. I've been liking picking Making of a Morsel as an insurance card. It's really not that bad. Or you take the old Mind Collapse with the Permafrost on it. I like the Mind Collapse with the Permafrost on it a little more. You got some interesting ideas here. Double Stack Energy Siphon is a pretty good card. I'm gonna change how I'm sitting 1 sec. That should be better. I like the Double Stack Energy Siphon. I also like this Consume Ice Tornado. This card kinda strong. I'm gonna go for the Double Stack Energy Siphon here. Okay, game just shows me a multi-strike Siren of the Sea. Eat your heart out, Alloyed Construct. Eat your heart out. That right there, baby, that's what we call the Capricious Reflection Special. Oh yeah. Show me like Hot Shark with a plus 25 here. A quick Hot Shark, you know. Alright. Sure. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not what I wanted, but it's not bad. But yeah, that Siren of the Sea is looking pretty spicy there. And it's Capricious Reflection, man. I really do think that this relic is good. I think that this is just a net positive. Sometimes you low roll your banners and it just kills your banner units, but for the most part, especially past Talos, once you have your units, you're never gonna fill out all those spell slots with upgrades. This thing's just nuts. I took Mind Collapse, right? Yeah, we're Umbra, so Hell Pact is pretty strong. So I don't mind grabbing one of those. Ember Stasis, Penitent, Penitent remains here. Yeah, Penitent remains here. Yeah. I almost scoffed at that. Penitent remains. Yeah, for sure. Primordium gets a buff of plus 10. That's ridiculous. Yeah, okay. That's so good. I could probably take Superfood. That's so good. Because presently I have to play on a different floor on the Divinity. So, you know, had I known. Can't buy anything at the steel shop. Let's roll. I'm ready. The only thing that... the easy way to win this run now is to find Trample. If you show me Trample Stone, the run is over. Alternatively, I could throw Intrinsic on Drain. Oh, I should have thrown Intrinsic on Drain. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a lot better. Because if you put Intrinsic on Drain, you draw it on the first turn. And if you do that on the Divinity... I mean, you know where that's going. I was like passively looking at this. I wasn't looking at this with all of my brain power on. And I felt like the game zoomed in because the Morsel Maker looked bigger. I didn't like that. I something felt wrong there. I was not a fan. I want to play Shark, actually. Oh, and he gets to hit. Wow. And we want to just maximize health, so we're going to put 3 sap onto this enemy. You put it on the core Jimmy who has 5 attack instead of on the boss with 1 attack. Yeah, this feels like a strong run. I need to get rid of this Morsel Maker now, one way or another. Good job, Flynn. Our survivability can come from a Mortal Trade. It's just not good. I don't feel like. Shark kills all of that. Maybe it's alright. You just have to Ember Drain yourself for it to work, which isn't the worst thing. Oh, Shark's gonna eat all my sap up. I should actually use it up here. This run feels like it wants energy more than draw, doesn't it? Feels like I never have enough energy to play all my cards. I'll throw another sap here, why not? Doesn't really matter, we're gonna kill this boss for sure. Put 0. It's just worth keeping an eye here. Hey, hey, why were those morsels behind my morsel maker? That seemed strange. I'm actually gonna F8 this. Let me make these choices first. I like Ice Empire here a lot. Free Ice Empire. Card's pretty strong. Is it a bait? It might be a bait. Could take Shroud Spike, but there's no morsels that I want to feed here. Gotta take Ice Empire. Quick Hot Shark, Incan Armor 2, +10, Silliphite. I'll skip this. No, I should have taken the Siren of the Sea. I was like... No, yeah, it's definitely wrong because this is an Umbra banner. I wasn't thinking entirely about that. I was thinking about submitting a feedback report here, which I always feel awkward submitting this feedback report because I'm like, does this even matter? I'll take energy. I'll send it in. I'm gonna pause real quick while I type this up. Give me 1 sec. Instead of submitting a bug report, I first messaged Dusk, and as it turns out, that is just something that happens now sometimes. So, you know, glad I checked in. I'm not losing my mind. Those morsels did in fact spawn in wrong. Mission accomplished. In order to never see this again, I think we're going to go left and kill Morsel Maker. I guess the long term for this run plays 2 Sirens. Does this run play 2 Sirens? I think the long term of this run is playing 2 Sirens. So, yeah, I should have I should have taken the Siren that was in this upgrade slot, right? In my mind, I was thinking, well, 1, I was thinking about that Morsel Maker thing, but 2, I was thinking I wanted to play Armor Shark instead. But Armor Shark obviously isn't happening. It's impossible for me to get him in that position, but it's not that bad, really. Morsel Maker, you're dead. Goodbye. And Train Steward, goodbye. You show me Superfood. I think I go Superfood 2 here. Maybe Superfood 1 at least. You know what I should have done? No, I think this is fine. I'm gonna go Superfood. I think we're gonna go Aggressive Edible 2, Superfood 1. Then we get what? We get 30-10 instead of 53. So you get 150 attack if you go Aggressive Edible 2. We don't have Quick though, so that's not really... Like, I need survivability as well. I want Superfood. Penitent Remains is cool here. If you show me Intrinsic at any point, I'm gonna take it as well. You know what I need to do before? Yeah, so I needed to take the Siren because I don't have enough duplicates now. Well, maybe I do. I'm gonna go Shark into Shark here first. I think that's a little bit more not pressing, but it's stronger right now. This quick endless Shark. This unit, as we have shown many times at this point, is very strong. Duplicate here, self-infuse, and then duplicate again. If you want to play that line, we can kind of just leave it up in the air for now. I feel we got 2 +10s. Yeah, I'll leave it up in the air for now. Thinking about taking the +10 piercing for Plink as well, but I'm okay. Now that I've gotten over being mad at Plink, the card is pretty good. I'll elaborate further. I think this Spikes 4 is fine. My feelings towards Plink have not really changed. The card is poorly designed. It's not poorly designed. It's frustrating, is what it is. When it gets you good. But the upside of Plink now is like, how do I put this into words? Let me think about it. Now that how do you word this? I'm not mad because I expect Plink to ruin my day. That's how I put it. I'm not mad anymore about Plink because the expected outcome from Plink is for it to ruin my day. I expect that that card is gonna fuck me over. That's just what happens. And so it doesn't matter anymore. I've transcended becoming mad at it. I have gone and I have surpassed the anger that I once felt. The rage of my youth is gone. Because now I get what I deserve if I ever rely on Plink, right? And I guess the real big point though is, oh, you live now. Yeah, I thought that might happen. But the real big point is I haven't really been playing morsel strategies also, and so Plink doesn't have the opportunity to let me down as much anymore. I'm gonna try to put down lifesteal when it's safe to do so like that. I lost all my energy there? Huh. That's surprising. I'm gonna work on draining through all the boss here. Oh, because he comes in with an Ember Drain. That's right. I forgot this boss has an Ember Drain attached. Okay, you're not that strong, Siren of the Sea. She's not, like, I don't have the incants for this unit to be popping off crazy, like. But what I do have is Big Shark. And I have some lifesteal. I think we're in a good spot. It's gonna be a bit of a tricky road, a slippery slope. Backstrips is fine. Yeah, hold over Feast, hold over Cannibalize, and Grovel. Grovel's kind of tempting because it's gonna let me throw one damage shield on Primordium sometimes, but it doesn't seem that good. Press skip on that. All three of these spells have good ideas behind them. Hold over Preserve lets you just sit on these Immortal Trades. This is a free incant that lets me lock down my hand. I can hold Immortal Trade for as long as I want. I can hold Energy Siphon. I can hold damage spells. That seems really good, actually. The big problem, the big downside is going to be if I end up on this Holdover Drain idea, right? Permafrost comes worse on Holdover Drain. Artist the Titan actually feels really good here with Plink, I feel. I'm gonna go for this. If I hold that card over, it might be good. I'm gonna go right. Because I think if we see any of the champion upgrade relics, we go nuts with power as well. Lots of relics to see here, which are good. Lost Luggage isn't bad. Lifesteal 2 is pretty good as well, actually, because this goes on to Primordium. What's in the box? Lightstone Casing, Tempered Talisman. Tempered Talisman seems good. Lightstone Casing, I don't think I have anything I want to use off of that. Tempered Talisman seems good. There was something I could do for Lightstone Casing. If there was Intrinsic here, you could do Intrinsic -1 Holdover Drain, and that would be good. But, not to be. If I'm playing 2 Sirens, I do go over on Pact Shards. Inevitably. That doesn't bother me that much. I'm gonna go +10 Piercing on Ice Empire here. It's a duplicatable card. I'll go over by 5, it's not the end of the world. Lost Luggage is tempting. Refined Void is good, but I think Refined Void is wasted because Primordium's just gonna use it. Sorry, Refined Void, the lifesteal. It's just gonna get used on the Divinity. I guess it's alright because it keeps them alive, but the early game, like, I don't really care this much about that. Yeah, I take the extra draw. What do you think? Extra draw here? Yeah, the big thing that I could hit is Chain of Gems, though. Yeah, I'm gonna roll. I'll look for a high roll here. Yeah, these aren't good. Lost Luggage would have been better, but you just gotta... What if I high rolled here? It'd be nuts. Be so happy. Nah, I should have taken Lost Luggage, but hindsight's 2020. I'm gonna save my money. Go duplicate over here. Do you really think it's duplicate? Yeah, I think it is. I think it's play double Siren. Take space, all that fun stuff. Alright. Crystal Cloak. We have a good answer to that. And I don't mind a little +6 because we have Endless Shark. And this is not a scary fight. This is a pretty easy fight. Make sure you play your Siren first. I'm gonna focus on incanting here. Primary goal, primary directive, play incant. Beef this unit up as much as we can. Yeah, we're slow on incants though. It's because I only draw 5 and I have so many dead weights, and this Endless Shark is dying every turn, right? I just have so many dead hits. Cards that I have no reason to play. But that's like the trade-off here, right? Is Penitent Remains is making me worse but better. I'm gonna play... Oh, wild. Now I don't need to waste Immortal Trade on the Siren and see I can put it here and drain. Not quite stopping this guy's attack, but pretty close. Maybe I should just be all-inning on drain. I think I should be. I think it's disrespectful of me not to be going in on drain here. Look at how strong this shark is though. These waves barely made it up here. Kinda wild. This unit, when you self-infuse Hot Shark, he's crazy. Dude goes mad. Absolutely bonkers. Our spells are doing pretty good damage as well. Like, everything seems to be pieced together pretty well here on this run. I don't have any complaints. I guess it's just card draw. And if I go double Siren, I don't get to take card draw. Huh. That's interesting as an issue there, isn't it? Prism Retrieval? X+4? Oh. Game's tempting me with that one. You want me to skip Primordium and take Prism Retrieval, don't you, game? Out Devil. This does have an upside though, because usually Shark's gonna be dead. Although, I don't think I can Prism Retrieval to draw him, so never mind. I'll play Ember Cache. This card's fine. Frenzied Swarm with double stack is cool. Interesting. If this were Holdover, I think I would pick it. Let's go for the Holdover Preserve here. I talked myself out of it last time, I'll take it this time. Yeah, maybe it's not 2 Sirens. I think I am maybe better off to go single Siren, take draw. It's a tough call. I'm gonna go left for sure here. I want to see the event. And let me see what the event says. This is a pretty boring event. Stygian Guard consumable. Sure. I can take Crystalline Seeds, why not? That event doesn't really change the game for me. Okay, so do I want to duplicate Siren of the Sea, with the plan being infuse Siren onto Siren at Seraph and then duplicate again, taking space after Arcus? It's not bad. It's not exciting, it's not great, but it's not bad. Alternatively, I can duplicate Ice Empire. This card's great. Very good card, would love to have more of it. I'm leaning towards the Siren of the Sea. It's just like, man, playing 3 Ice Empires. The thing that's making me lean towards Siren of the Sea, though, is Seraph the Patient. I think a second Siren seems good, but man, having 5 card draw in a 33 card deck seems rough. Let's do it. I mean, 6 card draw is not much better, to be honest. I guess also in this idea... It's alright. It's just the Endless Shark is really gonna slow me down. But I think it's alright. Yeah, look at Jack Strips. It depends, I guess, on how much I want to value Drain. If I can intrinsic Drain, it really is the only card I think about here. I'm pretty sure. I think it's Drain and nothing else. I should have taken it when I had the chance. I should have taken the intrinsic, but I didn't take it. I wasn't thinking about it. Pretty sad. But I'll just see intrinsic in the last shot. Yeah, because intrinsic Drain at this point I'm pretty convinced. Maybe not convinced it wins me the game, but it puts me in a good spot. Got a lot going for you then. Because right now our biggest problem is our survivability is bad. And Patient Seraph scares me. Is all. We don't incant enough for this Siren to feel strong, I don't think. Yeah, she's only 99 tanks too, but the plus 10s aren't that good either. Maybe I need to do something else for this run. I don't know what though. Trample Stone doesn't even really feel like it's gonna make that big of a difference, right? Second Siren, I guess, is good, because then you're getting doubled up efficiency on incants, but I guess we'll just see what they show us, right? Hypothesize as much as you want, you just gotta wait. I should freeze a mortal trade here. Yeah, you just hit, and then you don't have to get rid of it too. Maybe I should have played it. I don't know. Yeah, holding over this preserve just takes my draws to a 0. This seems pretty bad. Actually. But I can do something like this. And I don't have to play Drain anymore. You're dead, right? Oh, he's not dead. He's dead when I play the Shark, I'm sure. Wow. Dead when I play the Blinks, I'm sure. Yeah, that's just worrying. That I don't have the numbers to push through Arcus comfortably there. That's just concerning. Ancient Synergy, I guess. Card's good. I don't... Yeah. So at this point, what I've realized now is this is just a deck where I have 35 cards, and I'm not gonna get any point of consistency. I'm gonna take draw, and we're just gonna let it ride. You don't reach consistency in this deck. You're just along for the ride. You'll have monstertrain show you the cards. Go right here. You consume -1. This is our last magic shop, I believe. May as well make a plink cheaper. I want to buff up these plinks as well. I think they're important. We can buy some removals. We want to remove the bad cards, which are Train Steward. I think Crucible Extension has no business being here. Card's expensive and does nothing. Let's reroll as well. Hold over. There is holdover perils, but there's also holdover Immortal trade. Again, but and the but is that I'm not sure it's very good. Yeah, I don't really like holding anything over here. Throw a +20 consume on Plink. And one more removal. I think it's just Plink. Yeah, and if I lose this run, I whiffed this run because I didn't take Intrinsic. That's all. Nexus Spike. What do you want a Nexus Spike here? It doesn't work on bosses. Too bad I don't have something like Shroud Mitosis. I hear that shit breaks the game. I like Ancient Synergy plus... You could do Energy Siphon plus Ancient Synergy and just turn this into pick an enemy, kill them. You gotta do Energy Siphon first, though. Oh, you can't do Energy Siphon Ancient Synergy. Really? That's a shame. I guess you Ancient Synergy Crypt Builder? I guess you can't do those because they're not targeted. You have to do non-targeted with non-targeted, huh? Alright. That card's very strong still. And I don't need the money. And I'm going aggressive edible too. I don't feel like the damage shield is going to be worth all that much. Alright. Armor 20. I think this trial is fine on Shadewings here. No, I actually don't think this trial is fine. I think that taking armor 20 there leads to an infused Shadewings doing my whole health bar. Actually. Exhibit A, an infused Shadewings. That enemy would have 45 HP. And that enemy would kill me. I'm confident that I will draw. Yeah, I'm confident that guy dies there. You gotta plan ahead on the kills though. I don't want to leave it up to chance. Yeah, we'll do that. Freeze this and then eat it. And collapse. I should have froze this plink. That's okay, I'll play it for the incant. I think we have to think about incanting. The shark is a really good portion. I'm gonna just wait. If I don't have anything to freeze, I don't want to play preserve. I don't feel not until I have everything I want. What do I want? I don't know, man. Don't ask me. Yeah, the shark's an important portion of our boss killing plan with all the frostbite he adds. It makes us kill these bosses pretty quickly. Instead of doing that, we freeze one of them. We'll just play the other. We just play Blink there. I don't think it makes a difference, really. Kill. Kill. Freeze Ancient Synergy. Maybe freeze Immortal Trade. I'm just going to. I should have just frozen Immortal Trade. But it's too late for that. That's alright. If I draw that card again, the Energy Siphon, that's a lot of damage. Wow, what are the odds? I swear those the excavated embers off of, what was that card called? Ember Cache? I swear these get stacked every time. It never feels real. Always feels like nonsense. Yeah, that's some damage right there. I don't know, the second Siren didn't fill me with a lot of confidence. Wow, that card's expensive. Urchin Spines. Yeah, Urchin Spines is actually not that bad. Buffs up Plink quite a bit. This is Plink's run and I'm just playing in it. Okay, so we have the infusion first. If there's intrinsic here, okay. No intrinsic here, I am punished for my mistakes. Because, you know. My mouse is like freaking out on me here. What the heck? Chill, dude. We gotta finish this run and then you can lose your mind. Yeah. If I had thought ahead far enough, I would have realized that holdover intrinsic drain was my best answer for Divinity. But I did not. I didn't see that line. Oh, a chain of gems. That works. Yeah, so there actually is no justice in the video game. I made a terrible misplay earlier in the run, and I was not punished for it. And for that, all I can say is, thanks, game. Appreciate it. Good job. I'm just gonna stay at 105. You know what? I'll go 115. Is it worth it? Maybe. Oh, these get the attuned. Huh. Put piercing on this. I mean, this card already kills an enemy. 50 plus 15. So it's like... I have no idea how much damage this Nexus Spike does. Does this do... 150, 165, and then Crypt Builder is 60 plus. It's 15, right? So it's 75? Like 200-ish damage. I don't think it needs me to add another keyword to it. Look, it's offering too. Weird. I'm gonna make one of these planks do 24 piercing. There you go, 115 to beef up the plank. If I lose because I buffed up plank, so be it. Chain of Gems fixes like every problem I have here, I feel. The fear of dying to Seraph gets a little bit lesser because I have Chain of Gems. Make sure I play Primordium first. Because now we have Lifesteal, or not Lifesteal, we have Damage Shield to block the scary turns of Patient Seraph. Oh, this doesn't hit the boss because it says it does not affect bosses, of course. It does, in fact, check out. I am aware. I know that one. Be cautious with our incants, but I also want to pick off one of those Shade Wings. We got 4 rounds of damage shield. Sadly, did not pull a Frozen Lance to just knock that Light Wings block off. There's a 2 damage shield, you still die? That's wild. Put Crystalline Seeds up here. Get a little Frostbite going. So I could be putting this shark on the top floor and letting him block a bit, but I don't think I will do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this plank. Good job, plank. I did 102, holy moly. I'm gonna put the shark on the middle floor because I don't want to rally Seraph for no reason. Yeah. I think we win this 100% off the back of a high roll on Chain of Gems. Extremely disgusting. But I'm not one to look a gift disgusting in the mouth. Classic saying. Said it all. I say it all the time. I'm sure you're aware. Let's start sapping Seraph every turn. Cut him back a few notches. I've got this shark locked on mid floor. I wanted him to be more active and on the bottom floor to let the Frostbite sink in, but it doesn't seem right. I've been just a 1 turn behind because I drew him a turn late. No, I didn't draw him a turn late. It was a rally. One or the other. Maybe I did draw him to a turn too late. Do you think I remember at this point? Don't be ridiculous. Yeah, I'm just gonna play my spells. I'm gonna play for the incants. We're sapping Seraph enough. All I need to do is kill the enemies. They're all dying. It's Patient Seraph. Patient Seraph doesn't have formidable enemies. Patient Seraph has death. I don't mind rallying in here. You get the Frostbite started. Kind of. Keep draining. Doesn't matter. Shark's gonna die in 1 hit. And he's gonna die in 1 hit again here. Actually. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason for me to play this shark on the middle floor. Now that I've reanalyzed, I think it's a lot better for me to do that. I do take a bit of damage. Never mind, I take no damage. Cool. Big point of this play is to let that 15 times 3 die off without having to deal with him. Ancient Synergy, Frozen Lance, Drain. Extremely close, but a dub's a dub. That combat preview was ugly. Not ugly, it was like what? We had to make up 600 damage? Good enough, I guess. Good thing I started draining the boss. I wasn't thinking. I thought I was gonna not do that, but once I started draining him, it went. It made sense for me to just keep going. Keep the drain flow. Doesn't affect the Divinity. Gotta put Primordium down first for Chain of Gems. You just have to. Ooh, got a Frozen Lance. One time. I wanted to play Nexus Spike, but I cannot, sadly. It's okay. Shark will handle that wave for me. Actually, yeah, he just kills that wave, doesn't he? Yeah. That works. Hey, I gotta play Siren number 2. Oh, I should have put the Siren down first. I want to restart that, because that feels real silly as a mistake to make, but I won't. I'll play it through, I'll play it through. Primordium is all eaten, right? Oh, no, he's not. That's okay, we drew Drain. Again, I would like to remind you that there is no justice in this video game, and I'm nuts. Freeze a Frozen Lance, Drain a Drain. And there's a Frozen Lance again. It may not look it, but this run is actually 100% held on the back of this shark. This guy is gonna do all of the work. I'm gonna play... I'm gonna put Urchin Spines on this middle floor here. Yeah. Where do I want to drain? I think I'm gonna drain here. I get the added benefit of draining the damage from the Divinity down. I take some damage to the Steel Wings, but it's better to push him to the back and take the small bit of spikes damage than let that 7 attack enemy walk up. Better than take 9 for sure. That's scary. I mean, the deadweights are just kind of biting me here. The deadweights plus the double holdover. I'm gonna be getting rid of Preserve now, if you can imagine that. And play Immortal Trade and let that keep us alive. But this mini boss is, yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Might just kill me, actually. I didn't draw an answer. I believe that may spell Disaster. I'm gonna drain him and we'll see what happens, I suppose. Oh yeah, I'm super dead there. Holy moly. Ooh, buddy. Yeah, nothing to answer the mini bosses. So, in hindsight of that run, what do I feel? I feel like I drew a lot of deadweights on the last turn there. That's what I feel like. I feel like those last 2 turns I drew a lot of deadweights. Ultimately, I think that the deadweights were a bait. But they seemed cool. So, you know, there's that. I don't know. Just five more deadweights and no draw was pretty rough, right? That's what it was. I think the preserve take was pretty bad. This card, I should have realized that this card plus drain plus shark equals I draw 2 cards a turn. But that didn't really cross my mind. Too much of a good thing, yeah? But really, I just didn't realize, because these cards should be fine. They're just incants. But, you know, incants of that nature don't get me to kill the mini-boss. If I had looked ahead, I probably could have drained the mini-boss 3 times and killed him or something like that, because that was kind of close. But I didn't think about it. It's a toughie. I think you just skip the Penitent Remains. Even in that case there, which is presumably the best case for Penitent Remains, I think it just killed me. I'm pretty sure that just killed me. I guess Penitent Remains was bad and no draw was worse, right? But to play Siren Primordium, I guess I was supposed to play draw space. And now that I know there's a holdover that I don't take, you can play Perils with holdover as well and win with that. But, you know, it's hard to know that you're gonna see Perils, and it felt like I needed the energy in the early game. Like I was really struggling to play my cards, but then I drew a lot of deadweights, it felt like. Alright, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.